What's your favorite scary movie? Alright, just got back from seeing Scream 6 at the theater. And thought I'd do a quick little review here. Spoiler-free review, obviously. So, first question you're probably wondering is, was it good? Yes, it was good. Yeah, so Scream 6 is the follow-up movie to Scream 5. Scream 2022 is what it's called, but it's Scream 5. This came out last year. So, January of last year, and now it's March of this year. So, Scream 6 came out a year and 2 months after this. So, let's start with the things I liked. I liked the New York City setting, because this doesn't take place in Woodsboro. So half of these movies take place in Woodsboro, and the other half take place somewhere else. Like Scream Part 1 takes place in Woodsboro, and then Scream Part 2 takes place at Windsor College. I think it's in Ohio. Then Scream 3 takes place in Hollywood. And then Scream 4 goes back to Woodsboro, and then Scream 5 is in Woodsboro, and now Scream 6 is in New York City. And it follows the four survivors from Scream 5. You got Sam and Tara Carpenter, the two sisters. Billy Loomis is their father. We find that out in Scream 5, so that's not a spoiler for this movie. And obviously Billy Loomis was one of the killers in Part 1. So you have Sam and Tara back, and you have the other two survivors, Chad and Mindy, who are nieces and nephew of Randy. And then Gail comes back, and Kirby comes back from Part 4. So I'm not spoiling anything with that. If you've seen the trailer, you know all those characters are back. So that's there's no spoilers in this little review that I'm doing, so don't worry. I'll do a spoiler review probably later on, like in a couple days or something. I'm gonna do a ranking video tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. So it's in New York. It's about a year after Scream 5, and all these guys are all in college now. The four kids that were in high school in Scream 5, now they're in college in New York, and then Ghostface starts killing people. The most brutal and violent Ghostface that we've seen so far. This Ghostface is ruthless. Probably has the best kills of all 6 movies too. The kills in this movie are insane. So that was one of probably one of my favorite things about this movie, was just how violent Ghostface was. Yeah, and so I love the atmosphere of this movie. I love that it takes place in New York, so you think that if you're out on a crowded street with people all around you, that you're probably safe, but it's actually the opposite. Like, because anybody could be Ghostface, and he kills people. Like, he attacks people like right out in the open. He doesn't give a fuck. So, and there's a lot of really good suspenseful moments in this movie, which Part 5 didn't really have much suspense in it. There was really no suspenseful scenes really in this movie. I mean, it's a good movie, but it didn't really have much suspense. This movie has a lot of good suspenseful moments in it. A lot of tense scenes. Another one of the things that I loved, that's also in the trailer, is the shrine. There's like an old movie theater that was turned into almost like a memorial of every Ghostface, previous Ghostface. So they have like the outfits that they were wearing, and they have all the robes that they were wearing, and they have like just things from the other movies. Like you even see like the cameraman from part 1, Kenny. You even see like his jacket that he was wearing when he died. You see like Casey's boyfriend that died in the beginning of part 1. You see like his jacket that he was wearing, and there's just so many like references to all of the Scream movies. You see pretty much every outfit that the killers were wearing. You see Billy's bloody shirt. You see like basically every character, every Ghostface, what they were wearing like when they died is like set up somewhere in there, and you see all that in the trailer. So I'm not spoiling it for you. So yeah, there's so much I liked about this, but I gotta save it for my spoiler review. So I just want to briefly talk about it. So let's get into some of the stuff I didn't like that much. So Sydney does not come back in this movie. She's off living with her husband, Mark, and she has a couple of kids, and she's just living in peace, not being chased by Ghostface anymore. So I'm glad that Sydney is finally living in peace now after, you know, almost dying in 5 movies by Ghostface. So yeah, so Neve Campbell is not back in this movie. And then there's a scene where Mindy gives like a little speech about like, you know, the requel rules and all this shit. She does like the same exact speech in this movie, and then she does the same, like literally like almost word for word, like the same exact speech in this movie too. And it's like, you had to do that again. Like once was enough. We don't. It's like a whole drawn out scene where they're like in Central Park, and she's just like, it's like the same fucking speech she does in this one with like the requels and the rules, and it's, I don't know, I thought that was dumb and unnecessary, but that's just a little thing. And then I didn't love the reveal of Ghostface or the motive, because the motive is like literally the same exact motive. I won't tell you which movie, but they basically just took the same motive from one of the previous movies. I won't tell you which one, but it's literally the same motive. So I was like, well, we've seen this before, you know, but I guess they're just running out of ideas for these killers to have motives, because even the motives in this movie were pretty lame too. But like the motive wasn't lame in this movie, but it's just like they just copied that from one of the other movies, like, so whatever. I did figure out who Ghostface was about halfway through the movie. I just guessed it. The person wasn't acting really suspicious, or like there was no really like red flags, but just looking at the character, I was like, I bet that's Ghostface, and I was right. But who knows? Is Ghostface working alone? Does he have a partner? We don't know. Oh, I know, but you don't know. Maybe I don't know. If you haven't seen the movie, you don't know. So, and then another thing I didn't like is one of the characters like gets stabbed like 2 or 3 times, like, and they don't even act like they're injured, like at all. Like they're stabbed in the back, they're stabbed in the stomach, and they're like still just like running around. They don't even seem like they're injured or that they're in pain. Like, I just thought that was kind of bizarre. But that's it for like the things I didn't like. This was a good sequel. I had a blast. The movie theater was packed. It was sold out. Luckily, I got my ticket like 2 weeks ago, so I was able to get in there. I went with my dad. We've seen all 6 of these movies now, opening weekend. So yeah, that's right. He took me to see Scream Part 1 when I was like 10 years old. But I was already into horror movies. I had already seen like, you know, Friday the 13th and Pet Sematary and stuff like that. So, but Scream 6, 2 thumbs up. Go see it. Go see it in the movie. Go see it in the movie theater. Good movie. Good sequel. I'm gonna do my ranking video pretty soon. I gotta edit it together on my computer and stuff, and then maybe within the next week, I'll probably do a spoiler review. So I can wait, so more people can actually go out and see the movie, because not everybody's gonna see it tonight. So I gotta give some people some time to go see it. And yeah, I recommend it. If you're a Scream fan, definitely recommended it. I think that's about it for my little spoiler-free review. I didn't want to spoil anything for you, so I just kind of, you know, grazed over some detail. Well, not details, but like things I liked and didn't like. But I didn't want to get into details with anything. So, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching.